Hello guys and welcome back to Beeswarm Simulator. It's been a while since I actually made a Beeswarm Simulator video, but I decided since the opening of the public test realm, I decided why not make another Beeswarm Simulator video. I actually have COVID right now, so sorry if I sound a little bad. Yeah, but I decided to come check out all the new stuff that's being added. As you can see in my hotbar, got all this stuff. So yeah, I decided I was going to be White Hive just because it seems that White Hive right now is the best right now in the test realm. I did go ahead and try the other ones such as Blue, and I already am Red, so I already know how that is going. But right now it seems that White's the best. So I'm going to be testing out things like Robo Challenge, new planters, Dapper Bear quests, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, get into the video. So first, I guess I'll check out the planters. So first, hydroponic. See if I can actually get a look here without the bees being in the way. It looks alright. See through, you got the water at the bottom. It looks alright. What about the top? Oh, it's got bubbles coming out, that's nice. So I'm sure a lot of people know already what the hydroponic planter and the heat treater planter does. For those who don't know, here it is. It grows in about 12 hours, but faster when near blue flowers. It grants blue extracts, oil, times 1.3 refreshing and comforting nectar. Now I shall try the heat treated planter. Honestly, different from what I thought it would be. I didn't really think it'd look like this, honestly, but it looks nice. You got the neon orange, got the flame stuff going on. Yeah, I like it a lot. So, same thing, if you don't know what the heat treated planter does, it grows in about 12 hours, same as the hydroponic, but this time it grows near red flowers faster. It grants red extract, enzymes, and 1.3 times invigorating and motivating nectar. It's pretty good, I like that. That's very helpful. And just because I'm going to plant the planter of plenty, just because, I mean, who has access to this in the main game? Barely any. Looks very nice. I mean, most of you probably have already seen this, as there are a few people who have made videos who actually do have the planter of plenty. But obviously, if you don't know what the planter of plenty does, it grows in about 16 hours, but faster in late game fields. So that's like your pepper patch, your coconuts. It grants a lot of items and 1.5 of all nectar, which is very good, but still I don't think it's worth the price. Which is, you can see up in the Dapper Bear shop. Next, I'll be trying out the Nectar Vials, which they are pretty straightforward. You use it and you get 4 hours of whatever nectar you use. So as you can see, if you used a comforting vial, it grants 4 hours of comforting nectar, and it gives the boosts like blue pollen, convert rate, and convert rate of hive. This is all stuff that people already know. So, and I'm pretty sure you can use this more than once here, so I already have max of each pretty much. But as you see, let's see, 24 hours, can I use it again? You can! So, and there is a cooldown of 1 second, but you can use multiple at a time, so that can be very helpful if you've been stocking up on them and you decide you want to go for a boost. That's all good, you can do that. Now on to the drives. As you can see here, I've got 555 of all, because I'm pretty sure you can get that from one of these things here. I think you can just get all 5 of them. But these are used in the Robot Bear Challenge and will be used for Digital Bee when it comes out. Now, they're meant to be used in Robo Challenge, but I want to see if I can use it now outside of Robo Challenge. No, you cannot. Okay, so you can't use them outside of Robo Challenge. Maybe you'll be able to put it on Windy Bee here, but I guess we'll find that out later. If Windy Bee gets added. Let's see, is there anything else new? Oh, there is one thing that is new. Let me see if I can find it. Which is here, nectar test. This just gives you 24 hours of the nectar. This won't be added to the main game. I mean, if it is, that'd be very good, but it won't, because obviously on it can't just be giving out 24 hours for the nectar, so that won't be added. But it's here for the test realm, and probably the actual test realm as well. I'd assume everything here is the same as the normal test realm. By the way, none of the Beesmas quests are out, but all like the Beesmas stuff is all ready, except for like B-Bear, whatever his name is. The HQs haven't really changed much. Over in the red HQ, I saw the background for the Dark Scythe got removed. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's just going to be intentional. It's also floating. You can see the Elite Riley request stuff here, you know. Probably the same for the Tide Popper. I'll go check that real quick. Oh, I didn't know this existed. So, the hole here now. Maybe this will have something to do with the shop up here. Maybe you'll be able to see, for example, the items here. Maybe there'll be a window and you can see like the backpack, the sprinkler, and you know, all the stuff that could be here. That'd be very nice. Which means maybe the entrance could be here, and then you just walk in there, and then you go down here, and then all the stuff here. That'd be nice. That'd be really cool. So now there's Robo Challenge. You can get a pass here, but you'll probably already have a lot of passes, as you can see here, with the little item over there that gives you all the stuff. Now, there won't be 100,000 RoboPass limits. That probably won't be happening. But if it is, I mean, that'd be nice. As you can see, I've already done Robo Challenge a couple times, and it's decently hard. It really does ramp up. Even as a White Hive right now, which is probably maybe the best you could be for this, it gets hard. It really does. As you can see here, 95,000. I got to round 20. These people probably got further. Like this guy probably beat round 20, you know. But yeah, I guess I'll give this a try now, so we can try out the white drive, you know, the red drive, blue drive, everything, glitch drive. So let's try that out now. So spend one Robo Pass to start the challenge, explain the rules. If you want to get the rules explained to you, you can go ahead and read that, but I'm just going to jump straight into it. So, alright, so let's see, we got Mushroom Field and Spider Field. By the way, the music here is very nice. So, because I am white, and it's a white quest, I'm going to take my Vector Bee and my Exhaust Bee. Oh! Okay, this is kind of a tough one. I want to take my Vicious Bee or my Basic Bee, just because having Vicious Bee early on can be very good when it comes to the, like, mosquito quests and the lawnmower quest things. It can be a real pain. Now, what's very important is you get these buffs early on, so if I had 11 cogs, you would want to take that. You pretty much want to take one of these buffs every single round you can, because if you are lacking in the buffs, it gets really hard. So, as you can hear, the music, really like it, it's very nice. So, run down to Spider Field, quickly do that. So, obviously, you get cogs, you can purchase the upgrades, and you can buy the drives over here. I'm pretty sure you can just go talk to Robo Bear whenever you want if you're doing the challenge, because you can just start. So, and obviously you get all this thing again. So, I think Strawberry Pollen will be easier right now. Now, I'm going to take a Vector Bee and a Photon Bee this time. So let's see. None of these are very good, so I am going to re-roll and see if we got anything better. This one's good, so take that one, and now we're good. Now the reason you're going to want Vector Bee as early as you can. I would say getting Vector B before round 10 would probably be the best you can do, because when it gets to the mosquitoes, this first round of mosquitoes, it can be done pretty fast. But the second one with the cog mowers and the mosquitoes like slowing you down, it gets really hard if you don't have the the vicious speed to use the spikes and all that stuff. Now, I'm very bad at getting the pollen because it keeps just converting, because obviously level 20 bees and stuff. So I'm gonna go for the blue pollen this time. Now, hopefully, I was hoping for a tadpole, but I think maybe bomber bee this time. Now, is that gonna help me? Yes, because I need blue pollen, so I'll go down to the blue flower field. Everything else here kind of sucks, so I have enough for a redo. Didn't have enough. Alright, it's cool. So, blue pollen now, and since we got the blue flower field buff, I'm gonna go ahead down to there. Also, very important thing, this probably won't happen in the actual test run, but every single Robo round, for whatever reason, you just get like your dice here refilled, so in the test run, go ahead and use all these as much as you like. It just helps you, because if you see here, 23, and I'm getting all the blue pollen. Okay, here's the mosquitoes. But once the round ends, I don't know if it ends. So 23 here, round's completed. If you go ahead and talk to Robo Bear again, it just refreshes this, so I can use, say, smooth dice as well. So go ahead and talk to Robo Bear. If I close it, I think, and you start the round. So I'll go for this one, Precise Bee, and I go for Lion Bee because it's very good. Blue pollen, red pollen, but my white pollen's down, which is kind of bad because the boss rounds kind of want white pollen a lot. So that's good enough for now. So now if we go back to here, see 125, it will get refreshed. So it's very good how it does that. I should probably put my sprinkler and gumdrops back here just for now, because obviously gummy bar kind of needs gumdrops to start. And when it comes to the further on white pollen, it gets really hard. So, for example, round 20 is 100 billion white pollen or 100 billion blue pollen and 20 cog mowers, so that can be difficult, especially for me as a level 20 here. It's still hard. It's also a good time for me to get to try out things like the gummy blower and the tie copper, in case I did want to change in the main game for whatever reason, but if I was to, I reckon I wouldn't until I had a supreme cog outlet, since red is pretty much a requirement in this. You want to get rid of these stuff as fast as you can. And with the mosquitoes, they are very fast and follow, obviously, and if you try and get close to them, they will run away from you, as you can see. They also give you the mosquito toxin, which turns your pollen and player speed down, so you really don't want to be getting hit by them. So some people say if you get hit like this, level 7, you can't really escape. Just use your glider, fly away from it for a bit until that toxin goes away, because it doesn't last very long. So now that I'm kind of further up, I'm going to start trying the drives, you know, the white, blue, red, and blitz drives. So here's every 5 rounds you'll get this kind of a mini boss round where it'll always be the same mostly. So sometimes it'll be either red, blue, or white pollen. I got really unlucky and kept getting blue and white, so I actually didn't know red was an option here. But if you want to pick whatever hive color the pollen is here, and 25 mosquitoes isn't too hard. Now, because I think my amulets more go towards red pollen, I'll do red pollen. I'll also grab a tadpole bee and bear bee here. Now, I probably should have been better if I took blue pollen now actually, but how was I supposed to know? So, I guess I'll go for white pollen, refresh it. I'll take the red pollen, there we go. So now, red pollen, so I'm going to go for Rosefield here. So, obviously since dice refreshed. So now let's try out the drive. So, red drive here. So this stays permanently active through an entire round, and it gives 1.25 red pollen, 1.25 red field capacity, and red bee attack. So I'm assuming white is probably the same here, yep, 1.25 white pollen, white field capacity, and colourless attack. Blue drive, again, blue pollen, blue field capacity, and blue bee attack. But glitch drive now, what does glitch drive do? So glitch drive gives 1.25 pollen, 1.25 capacity, and 1 bee attack. That is pretty good, honestly, the pollen, the 1.25 pollen. That is actually pretty decent. I know for some people, lower level or even maybe even higher level, you think, oh, 1.25 pollen wouldn't actually be that much, but it is. It actually is quite a lot of pollen. So, here we have the mosquito part. So, honestly, it actually took me a while to realize, but these things, if you let them like bunch up and they start shooting at you, they'll actually do quite a bit of damage. Because you can see here, I've been shot quite a few times, but I'm not really taking much damage. But don't let them get too big, because they will obliterate you. Now, because I got Vicious V, obviously, it's a lot easier. But also, be wary, when they shoot, as you can see, a little explosion, it's an AoE effect, so don't want to get close to them. If you're too close to them, they will shoot you, and they will manage to hit you like that. So you want to keep your distance, but not far enough to where your bees start running away and they start running away from you. I'm hoping Onnet's gonna make a like indicator to show how many you have, because that would be very nice. For example, here, as you can see here, you got 925 for this stuff here, but it doesn't show you that here, so that'd be very nice if Onnet maybe made it so you could see how many things and how much is left on the quest. So as you can see now, the round ended, so therefore the drives disappeared. So, obviously, continuing on here, Sunflower, Spiderfield, Vector Bee, and Precise Bee. Now, if it doesn't have any side effects here, I suggest just taking it instantly. You just want to take it if it doesn't have any side effects, because not all of them do. Another thing to see is, you can get the same ones over and over again, and you see level 2, level 2, level 2. Every single time it levels up, it gets more onto that buff. So I feel like here, if I was to get another one, it would probably go to 1.5 like most of these here. Oh, as you can see here actually, it goes to 1.56. And so I'm going to pick that one now, because it went to level 2. Now, since this is kind of RNG, but it's not too bad because most of the time there's not going to be the same color quests. So you're not going to get 2 blue quests and you're not going to get 2 red, 2 white quests. It's always going to have an option. So here's a Cogmole, by the way. So yeah, they do have quite a bit of health, by the way, so that's why you kind of want Vicious Bee as well, because these things are beefy, they are very beefy. And also, this actually confused me a bit with the Cogmole. They spawn just over the field. There's no way of like telling where they're going to spawn. If you get to level 10 when you go to kill the Cogmoles, you just run around the fields, look for the fields that are getting destroyed if you're in a private server, which is a lot better because then you don't need to worry about other people maybe ruining the field instead. So, let's see. Egg honey, mushroom. So I'm gonna go for this one, and I'm gonna pick. If you can look at your BC, obviously, as everyone knows, in Robo Challenge, the bees you have are the ones obviously you get on the field, which also means all your other bees' hive bonuses also don't apply. So if you have, say, obviously, what I don't have here is, say, a spicy bee. I don't have one in my hive, but if I did have one in my hive, I wouldn't have that spicy bee's gifted hive bonus. Whatever that one is, I've forgotten. So, honeybee and gummy bee. So now I have honey and gummy bees hive bonus. So, most people probably already knew that, but if you didn't, now you do. And if you also come over to your bees here, as you can see, they're all sleeping in there, and you see, obviously, these young bees I have. So, I'm going to use a super smoothie now, just because obviously I have a bunch of them. And if you're in the test drum, I suggest you just use all of the buffs you can, because, yeah, Robo Challenge, hard. I keep going into my quest menu to see if it's there. So, now, personally, I'd say, especially for end game people, the making honey at Hive is actually harder than it looks, because you keep converting and it keeps getting really annoying. I nearly failed really early on when I was trying it on Red Hive, because Red Hive kept converting all the pollen I was making. Luckily I did manage to get it though. So now moving up to pumpkin patch. But you can clearly tell that on it didn't want to make Robo Challenge for lower level people. And on my main, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get to at least diamonds, but since I've only managed to get gold here on the test ROM, it's not looking too good for my main account. So, how much Cogs do I have? I'm gonna go ahead and look here, so... Okay, that's interesting. The red drive is actually cheaper than the blue and the white drive. That is surprising. That probably is a bug, but that's pretty good. They're still extremely cheap, but obviously not for low-level hives, because 1 million for me, especially on test realm, that's absolutely nothing. But for people who haven't even made 1 million in their life, it isn't gonna be too easy for them. Now, collecting pollen seems to be the best one here. I'm gonna go stubborn bee, and I don't know, maybe hasty bee. No, I'll go vector. Opacity, refresh, pollen. Also, a very important thing is if you re-roll after you've purchased one, you keep that. It just refreshes the entire thing. I don't know if that's going to be a bug, but I really hope it's permanent, because if you just stack up on Cogs for some reason, which I suggest you don't do because you do need the upgrades, you can just start spamming the upgrades that you want, finish them all, re-roll, finish them, re-roll. It can be very helpful. So let's see, round 9. Make 40 million, goo, red pollen. I'm gonna go make pollen because precise bee here is very helpful when making that kind of stuff. Nothing there. Mark duration is very good for me as well. I have. Now, I'm still not too sure about how the gummy boiler works exactly. I understand how it shoots and how that kind of stuff works, but I don't really get the bouncing part, what makes it well, because there's been times where I've gotten like 200 stack and there's been times where I've gotten like a 20 stack. Now we're on to the second mini boss, and every mini boss gives like an amulet. So this one is for the silver. If I beat this, it'll be a silver amulet. So, and here's what I mean by, you see, you got the white pollen and blue pollen, and defeat the 10 cogmars. What is good is when you do stuff like this. So now moving on to here. So here's the cog mowers. I can't believe what I was talking about. Hold on. So cog mowers, they spawn on random fields. So you'll have 3 on this field, and there will be on other fields around here. There will be more. So, and it's at this point that you want to get Vicious Bee. So if you don't have Vicious Bee by now, it's going to be very, very hard to beat this, because with all the mosquitoes that spawn around, and they do spawn a lot. They really do ramp up in spawn rate, so you really want to be getting all this out the way. So, nearly done with these cogmars. And now, if you don't see any cogmars around you, you want to head on down to a cannon, maybe red cannon, and you just want to fire up. So as you can see, pine tree cogmars, and they're down there. And now, there's usually it goes 3, 3, 4, but in this case, it doesn't look like it. Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then the 3 down there in strawberry. So as you can see here, they are starting to rack up a bit, these little mosquitoes. So that's when, obviously, is when you want Vector for this part. As you can see, there's a lot of them. There is quite a lot of them right now. Now, obviously, especially now, Saw is very good, but obviously, you kind of need to actually jump to get these ones. And here's a very important thing to know is, if you die during Robo Challenge, it keeps going. The Robo Challenge will keep going. It doesn't matter if you die at all, but these things, they will come to you. There's no real way of avoiding them. Now, until my bees spawn back, I am just going to try and get this white pollen. I've got gummy style. That's really good to know. I didn't know that. Coconuts can actually hit them, so if you can kite them under a coconut, you'll be able to get some damage. But, yeah, as you can see, they are gathering quite a bit, and they did manage to kill me before, as you saw, even though they do really, really little amount of damage. If you let them build up, they will kill you. Now, personally, after experiencing this in all the colors, red is probably the best here. Obviously, with so many of the mosquitoes spawning, and with spicy bees being your main source of honey as well as attack, you can't really go wrong with being red in this challenge. As you saw, and this is test trial only, but really just spam Saw as much as you can. You want to just spam Saw. As for blue hives are going to have a really hard time here, so unless Onett nerfs it or any way, I really don't see blue hives, especially not endgame ones, getting very far. As you can see here, I have a minute left and I haven't even beaten this, so I might not actually beat this here. But if I do, obviously, that's good, we can keep moving on and show more stuff here. I might be able to show you into gold. But if we don't make it to the next mini boss rounds, I can tell you the mini round bosses of what I got up to. So, but it does look like we actually might be managing to complete it, but that is this might be really tight though. We've got 34 seconds left, still gotta get white pollen, still gotta kill a bunch of these Cogs. Now there are quite a lot of mosquitoes right now. Now, maybe... Wait, no, never mind. Wait, this is cutting it very close. Let's see. I'm gonna try using some drives real quick, see if I can maybe get it in the last second. And unfortunately, no, we did not manage to get past round 10. Now, very unfortunate, if you don't beat the round you're on, it'll be the round before that. So you can see here, round 9, total Cogs, final score. And I only got the bronze Cog amulet right now. Once you click yes, you get this. But when it gets further up, you get more rewards. So for my reward, when I got the golden one, I got some honey, the gold Cog amulet, 2 white drives, and I think some royal jellies. So, and for the other challenges, the one for 15, so the gold one, is 50 mosquitoes and I think 250 million of pollen. And for level 20 for the diamond Cog amulet, it's 20 Cog mowers and 100 billion pollen. So, and I actually think I might have mistaken there for 200 million. I think it might have been 1 billion. So as you can see, it really ramps up, which is why I wasn't able to get past round 20. So I can't imagine how hard the Supreme one will be, level round 25. That'll be very hard. Now, moving on to Dapper Bear now. I already claimed Dapper Bear's quest. There's not much to talk about Dapper Bear, because yeah, you got his quest line. Yeah, everything he says is just placeholder. But as you can see here, the shop is finally here, and you can craft items, tickets. I think it's just tickets. Now, as you can see here, they actually are locked behind Dapper Bear quests. Now, I'm not sure if this is like you need to complete 5 of Dapper Bear's quests to unlock these permanently, or if it's like going to be Dapper Bear's a repeatable bear. But let's just hope it's a one-time unlock thing. So, looking here, there might be more options, or these might show different days of the week. Like, as you can see here, 18, 18, 18, 4 hours, 4 hours, 12 hours. So maybe it's going to show like in 24 hours, in 12 hours, you know, showing what the things are going to be. So you might want to plan ahead and say, oh, this one up here, it looks very good. It might work on my Tabby Bee, for example. So you want to grind so when it comes out, you'll get it. But that's just me thinking, maybe it's there. Alright, so anyway, that concludes this video. So, hope you enjoyed this video and all the content in it, and in the comments say if you're hyped up for Beastmas and the new items. I sure as hell can't wait for Robo Challenge so I can struggle in pain as I try and get anything better than a golden amulet. So yeah, if you liked it, like and subscribe, helps me out a lot. Obviously, not a big YouTuber, so not many people are going to see this video and all the effort I put into it. So it would help me out a lot if you liked and subscribed and left a comment letting me know what you liked about this video and if I could improve on anything. So yeah, have a good day, night, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is for you, and see ya.